Lindsay Barnett with Lindsay Barnett Fitness and Training. I'm here with you today to do some power yoga. This flow is really going to help to work in strengthening the arms. I feel like we don't do as much of that a lot with our flows. We're usually focused a little bit more on hip openers or back bends or whatever. So today we are going to be working arms and really working to strengthen. So if you're working towards some of those arm balancers or inversions or anything like that, this is going to be a great flow for you just to kind of help to strengthen the arms and the core. So go ahead and get ready by grabbing your mat. You can grab a yoga block like this, or if you have pillows or if you have anything to kind of prop yourself up on, this is going to be a great choice. And then if you have a band or a strap, go ahead and grab that as well. We'll be using this towards the end for some of our stretching poses. So if you don't have this, no big deal. Remember, you can always use anything as a strap. It can be an old tie. It can be anything you can find around your house, okay? So we'll go ahead and get started. Go ahead and grab we'll go ahead and get started. So go ahead and swing your legs around. And we're going to just come into child's pose. We're just going to get nice and yummy here. Remember, we're just going to have those knees out to the sides, big toes together. Just really stretching those arms out nice and long. Feeling the length in the armpits as you begin to breathe. The dogs are probably fighting with each other in front of me here. I don't know why, but they like to fight during my yoga classes. Take a nice deep inhale again. Just expanding everything, and exhale as you contract. Okay, from here, go ahead and lift up onto the fingertips, to the pads of the fingers, and then we're just going to continue to sink here, really lengthening through the armpits. Then go ahead and take those hands back down flat. We're going to begin to come forward here as if we're coming in almost to a plank position. We're going to inhale as we circle around to the left and exhale to the right. Just continuing to make these circles with the hips, just kind of warming everything up here. Really just letting go of anything that you're holding on to here. If you have a lot of thoughts floating through your mind, just let those go. And moving to the other side. Let this just be a time for you, and your mat, and your journey. Taking a nice deep inhale one more time. And then exhale and sink back into that child's pose again. We're going to thread the needle, taking the left arm underneath first, taking the left side of the face down to the mat. Just giving that shoulder a nice little stretch here, continuing to breathe.
Continuing to focus on the breath, letting go of everything else. And go ahead and take that opposite arm, threading it under. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and bring yourself back up to the top. We're going to tuck those knees underneath of us. And we're going to go for some cat-cow. Taking an inhale as we look up to where the ceiling meets the wall. And then exhale, round through the back, chin to the chest. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Go ahead and come to that neutral spine. All right, from here, we're going to go ahead and tuck the toes under and come back into our down dog. You can walk those heels out if you'd like. Just allowing the head to hang, to look towards the feet. And just sink back towards the thighs with the belly. Just letting go, letting be. Not trying to control anything necessarily today. Just letting yourself go. From here, we're going to take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, and just kind of rock up to the tips of the toes, really lifting through your core. And then exhale, lower back down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Looking towards the hands. You can float or you can step those feet into the hands. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Big bend in the knees. Reverse swan dive up. We're going to go right into those sun salves. Exhale. Swan dive forward. Inhale, half fold. Exhale. Stepping or floating back to that plank. Push up or no push up here. It's completely up to you. Going right into that vinyasa. Meeting back in down dog. Looking towards the hands, inhale. Floater, step the feet forward. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Big bend in the knees. Reverse swan dive all the way to the top. Exhale, swan dive all the way back down. Inhale, half fold. Exhale. Step or float back. Push up or no push up. And we're working those arms today. So take this at your own pace, wherever you need to be. You know your body best today. Take an inhale as you look forward. Exhale. Floater, step the feet forward. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Big bend in the knees, reverse swan dive all the way to the top. We're going to go right to our sun sal B, sitting down into that chair. Inhale, rise all the way up to the top. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, half fold. Exhale. Again, floating or stepping back. Push up or no push up. Coming all the way back. Beautiful. All right. This time, right leg is going to lift high, three-legged dog. Exhale. We're going to take that foot and draw it underneath, opening into broken triangle. Inhaling here. And then exhale, we're going to take that leg all the way back up to three-legged dog and then draw it over the top, coming into our wild thing. Beautiful, really lifting up through the hips. Good. Inhale as you draw it back into that three-legged dog. Exhale, pull that foot all the way in and through and rise, crescent pose. Beautiful. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down. Stepping back into plank or three-legged dog. Find your vinyasa. Left leg is going to rise this time, three-legged dog. Exhale as you slide that foot through and open into broken triangle. Inhale as that arm floats back down. Leg lifts high, lowering it back over the top, coming into that wild thing. And if wild thing isn't for you today, just stay in that three-legged dog as we come into wild thing. Drawing it back up over the top. And then taking that foot all the way through, rising crescent pose. Beautiful. Really sinking here. Keeping that back leg nice and straight. Glutes strong. Inhale. Exhale, coming all the way down. Plank or three-legged dog. Find your vinyasa. Go ahead and look towards the hands. Inhale. Step or float the feet forward. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Big bend in the knees. Reverse swan dive up. Exhale, sit down into chair. Inhale, rise to the top. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Float or step back. Find that vinyasa. Beautiful. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, slide that foot through. Broken triangle. Inhale as you come back up to the top. Exhale as that leg comes over the top, coming into that wild thing. Beautiful. Nice. Lifting through the hips. Really feeling that flexibility in the chest and in the hip flexors. Inhale as you come back to the top. Exhale, float the foot through. Crescent pose. Inhale. Exhale, floating down. Stepping it back, three-legged dog or plank. Find that vinyasa. Left leg lifts high, three-legged dog. Exhale as you float that foot through, opening into broken triangle. Inhale, drawing that leg back up to the top. Exhale, over the top, coming into that wild thing. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, float the foot all the way through. Coming up, crescent pose. Inhale. Exhale, lowering the hands down. Coming back into that vinyasa. Go ahead and lower down to the knees. Find your child's pose. Or if you'd like to just come into down dog and just stay right there, you can stay right there in down dog as well. Taking a nice deep inhale. And exhale, go ahead. Come back up onto all fours if you're in that child's pose. Everybody meeting in down dog. All right, we're going to start with that right leg first, lifting into three-legged dog. So we're really going to be working those arms here today, taking a nice deep inhale. Exhale, float the knee to chest and hold. Inhale, coming back. Exhale to the outside of the right elbow. Inhale, floating it back. Exhale, crossing the knee to the other side. Inhale, floating it back. Exhale, taking the foot all the way in and through, coming into that low lunge. If you need to take a couple steps in with that foot, that's okay. All right, find where you need to be. Take a nice deep inhale. We're going to lift that right hand up, coming into that twisted low crescent. Beautiful. Looking here, opening, taking a nice deep inhale. We're going to take that front foot and slide it back behind us, coming into that side plank. Inhale as you rotate the body down, tucking the arm, and then exhale and lift, making sure that that wrist is right under the shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, lift. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, lift and hold. Now from here, we're going to flip ourselves, coming into that reverse plank. Lifting through the hips high here. Fingertips facing towards the heels. Rolling the shoulder blades down and back behind us. Beautiful. Inhale. And then you're going to exhale, come to that side plank on the other side. Inhaling here. And then exhale. I'm going to step back on my mat here. We're going to take that top leg, and we're going to flip it back around. Yeah. So we made a whole evolution here. Taking an inhale, and then exhale, right here to warrior two. Beautiful. Inhale to reverse warrior. And then exhale forward into triangle. Yes. Really opening through the hips here, giving those arms just a little bit of a breather. Roll out that wrist if you want to. All right, continue to breathe, continue to smile. We're focused in on that breath, so you have any thoughts that are coming back in, let them go right here. Beautiful. Keep opening through that chest. So if you're kind of reaching behind you here, keeping that leg nice and straight, taking an inhale. Then you're going to bend through that front knee. Here's where you can use that block under the hand if you want. We're going to come into half moon. So again, I'm going to reach my fingertips to the floor. You can reach yours to a block if you'd like. That can be at any height that you want that block to be at. So that gaze is going to start at the floor to begin with. And then if you are feeling pretty stellar with your balance today, feel free to start to turn that gaze up towards the ceiling. Noticing it becomes much more difficult as we do that. Really opening through that hip as much as you possibly can here. Taking an inhale. And exhale. We're going to take that foot back down, warrior two. Inhale here. And then we're going to exhale, rotate the arms around, straighten through the front leg, coming into pyramid. Allowing the head to drop. Looking towards that back foot. Feeling that nice lengthening on the back side of the leg. Taking a nice deep inhale. Exhale, tuck that toe under. And we're going to step back into that three-legged dog, inhaling here. And then exhale, come down for that vinyasa. Beautiful. Good. Everyone taking a couple breaths here in that down dog. Taking an inhale as you lift the left leg high. And exhale, pulling it into the chest and holding here. Inhale, taking it up. Exhale to the outside of the left arm. Inhale, taking it up. Exhale, drawing it across. Inhale, taking it up. Exhale, pulling the foot all the way in and through. Coming to that low lunge position, taking an inhale, and then lifting the left hand high, reaching here for that low crescent. Inhaling here. Exhale, go ahead and take that front leg back behind, opening into side plank. And we're going to lower the arm, tucking it underneath as you inhale. Exhale, lift and rise. Inhale, tucking, turning the chest towards the ground. Exhale and rise. One more time, inhale. Exhale and rise. Beautiful. All right, from here, take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, we're going to take it over the top. Reverse plank. Move those hands around as needed. And then lift through those hips. Draw those shoulder blades down and back behind you. Really trying to take the ears away from the shoulders here. Really working the tricep muscles. Working the glutes. Inhale. And then exhale, flipping ourselves back over to the other side, side plank. And then taking that front foot, the top leg, inhale. Exhale, reaching it back around. I'm going to drop myself right back on my mat here. Inhale. And exhale, warrior two. Beautiful. Relaxing down through those shoulders. Yes. Inhale to reverse warrior. Exhale forward to triangle. Again, just opening through the chest. Inhale as you bend through the knee. Exhale, lifting ourselves up into that half moon. Opening through that hip. Opening through the chest. Remember, you can elevate that hand onto a block to help you open up a bit more. Inhale. Exhale, lowering that foot down, opening warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, windmill the arms around, coming down into that pyramid. Really feeling the length on the back of the leg as you allow the head to just hang, the spine to lengthen and decompress here. Taking a nice deep inhale. And exhale, tuck that toe under, taking the wrist right under the shoulders. Leg comes back behind here. Take a nice deep inhale and plank. And this time, as we exhale, we're going to lower all the way down, hugging the elbows in and hovering just a few inches over the mat. Inhale. Exhale, come to the top. Inhale. Exhale, lower and hover. Inhale. And exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. You made it. All right. go ahead and take those arms nice and long out to the sides. We're going to take a nice deep inhale here, and we're going to take the right arm and the right leg over the top. So I'm going to start to turn and extend. Now my left arm is staying straight out to the side. So I'm not letting it go by the side here. I'm just keeping it straight out, just like if I was making a T. That foot is coming over the top and just resting down behind. I'm just going to take that arm, reaching for that opposite hip. Again, you can take that block, place it right under the head if you want. Or if it's okay and comfortable with your neck, you can take that head down to the mat. And just keep breathing here. Inhale. And exhale and go to the other side. Taking the left arm and the left leg. Keeping that right arm out straight. Inhale. And exhale and come back to the center. All right, so from here, we're going to tuck the toes under, squeezing the elbows into our side, rolling those shoulders down and back, just as if we were going to come up for a cobra. Take an inhale, and then exhale, press to the top as all one fluid motion, and then exhale back into down dog. All right, from here, we're going to take that right leg high, three-legged dog. And then exhale, we're going to take that foot all the way in and through, and we're going to come down into pigeon pose. Again, we want to get that front leg as parallel to the front of the mat as we can. Making sure that we're keeping those hips centered. And then you can stay right here on palms if that's where you are today. You can also come onto your block, coming onto forearms, or you can come forearms down to the mat. I'm going to advance this pose just a little bit more here so that we get a little bit of a stretch into the shoulders as well. So if you'd like, you can take that left arm, thread the needle, and then extend the right arm and come down here. So we're kind of giving a little bit of a wringing out of the body, a little bit of twist here. Really getting a nice stretch across the glutes and that IT band. And just breathe here. Letting those little muscles release a little at a time. Feeling love for yourself today. Inhale. Exhale, let it go a little bit more. Inhale. And exhale, go ahead and come back up to the top. Tucking the toe under, activating the leg. We're going to press back into plank. Inhaling here. Exhale to down dog. Left leg lifts high, three-legged dog. We're going to go to the other side here, taking that foot all the way through. Coming down into that pigeon pose. And coming on down here. Threading the needle with the right arm. And lengthening through the left. Inhaling here. And exhale, come back up to the top. And then just go ahead and have a seat. We're going to take those legs out in front of us. We're going to go ahead and grab that strap and lay on back. All right. Right foot is going to come into that strap. We're just going to give a nice stretch on the backs of the legs once more. Really flexing through that foot and pointing that big toe down towards your head. Inhale. And exhale, take the foot out to the side, really breathing, opening through the hip. As you open through the hip, thinking about opening through the heart as well. Breathing in the positive and letting go of the negative. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, taking the leg over the side and opening through the chest. Inhale, back to center. Exhale and switch feet. Inhale. And exhale as the leg comes out to the side. Inhale, drawing it back up to the top. Exhale as you cross the leg over, opening through the arm. Inhale. And exhale back to center. Letting go of that foot with the strap. Bring both knees into the chest. Taking a nice deep inhale and just rocking from side to side. Just kind of getting that little mini massage on the low back. Taking an inhale. And exhale and release the feet down to the mat. Taking the legs out nice and long. We're going to just come into our final Shavasana today. Just taking your mind and your body into a place of peace and relaxation. To a place of non-judgment. To a place where you can just find your center and find your focus for today. Letting go and letting be.
nice deep inhale. Go ahead and roll over to your side into a side lying position. Taking a nice deep inhale. And exhale, and press yourself up to the top of your mat into a cross-legged position. Roll the shoulders down and back, lengthening the arms out nice and long. Lengthening the spine, centering the spine over the hips, head and neck over the spine. And taking a nice deep inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Taking hands to heart center. Thank you for choosing yoga for yourself today. May the light in me salute and honor the light in each of you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining me today for Power Yoga. Remember, if you like this flow, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be updating a lot more classes moving forward. So subscribe, hit that subscribe button. Remember, these classes are able to be free just because of generous donations that are made. So you can go down into the description part of this page and find some links to help you to donate today. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your day. See you guys later.